Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing this nude acrylic Swarovski set with some hollow chrome and an encapsulated nail. So I'm going to start off by pushing her cuticles back and sanitizing her nails. Just make sure you push them back gently. You don't want to be rough because, you don't want to hurt anybody. Okay, so here I'm going to be using the gold carbide bit just to remove her dead cuticle. Just do this at a very low speed and very gently. She's more prone to lifting, this is why I take this extra step, but if they don't have cuticle that grows up against the nail plate, then you don't have to do this. Here I'm just taking a fine sanding bit just to remove the shine from her nail. You don't want to overdo this, you'll damage the natural nail. This is where a lot of nail techs go wrong. They overfile and clients end up getting a lot of ridges and very thin brittle nails. So just do this gently. Make sure to remove all dust and residue so you don't get any lifting. Here I'm applying natural tips. I just use the natural ones on a daily basis. You could use any tips. And now I'm going to be cutting them into the coffin shape. I'm going to start filing these into shape. You always want to dull out your emery board first because they do have sharp edges. So I just take my buffer and I dull it out a little bit. Then I go ahead and start filing. And you can see I kind of angle it. After filing, I start blending the tips of the natural nail ever so gently. You don't want to overfile the nail. I can't stress this enough. Just do it gently at a low speed. Dust them off again, and now we're going to start to prep our nails with our primers. So here I'm using a pH bond. This balances out any oils on your nail bed. And just put one coat of that. Do not get it on the skin, just on the nail plate. Next I'm going to be applying my protein bond by Young Nails. It's my favorite and I applied 2 coats of this. My favorite acrylic system is Young Nails. That's what I'm currently using. I love their speed powder. I work very fast. I don't like the core powder because it's a little slow drying, but that's good for beginners. So I use the speed powder and the speed liquid. Today I'm going to be using my Kolinsky number 10. I'm using a smaller brush because her nail beds are very small. When I apply my acrylic, I do use the one ball method. I get it very close to the cuticle without touching the skin. And this is why I also like the speed powder because it just lays perfectly. So yeah, I use the one ball method. I'm just used to it. I know some people use the 2 ball. So for the design, I'm using this iridescent plastic film. I'm going to be encapsulating this. I'm crumbling it up because I like that textured look that it gives. So I'm going to lay a wet ball of acrylic on down first. Then I'm going to be applying the iridescent film and just press it down firmly. I forgot to mention that the ring fingers, I applied the acrylic very thin, because if you make it too thick and you try to encapsulate, it'll be way too thick. So just keep the clear acrylic pretty thin. And here I'm just clipping off the extra. You don't want it hanging out of your acrylic, and then you just encapsulate. Now I'm going to be filing and shaping, so I'm going to use my carbide bit just around the cuticles very gently. I never use a new carbide bit around my cuticles. It'll just cut you right open. This is pretty worn out, so it's safe around the cuticles, but you could also get a safety bit too. So just remove all of that excess bulk. After buffing and cleansing the nails, it's time for polish. I love Lachat's Perfect Match. They're just beautiful colors. They apply perfectly. So here I'm just polishing the nails. 2 coats. On the index finger, I have a glitter polish that I just applied just for a background for my Swarovski crystals. I don't like to apply them on a clear nail. I feel like it just blends in better. Here are the Swarovskis I'm going to use. They're the AB. Beautiful. I use this Scotch glue. I prefer this when I do a whole nail, and I'm using my wax stick to apply, and that's what it looks like. So for the rest of the fingers, I'm going to use the Holo Chrome. I love this holo from Color Craze. I do have the Ocean Nail Supplies one, but it's just a finer pigment, so I'm not going to use that today. To get the chrome to stick, you have to use a no-wipe top coat, which I already applied. So here I'm just very gently just rubbing it in with an eyeshadow applicator and just blending it upwards so it's kind of like an ombre look. Okay, so here I'm applying my top coat just to seal it. I'm going to apply top coat on the ring finger last because I'm going to add some more crystals on there. Okay, so here are the crystals that I applied. I put some caviar beads in between just to give it that princessy feel. And the moment of truth. My favorite part. I love applying top coats and encapsulated nails. It just brings it to life and it just looks so beautiful. Look at that nail. So we are finished, my friends. All you have to do is apply your cuticle oil. Make sure those cuticles are nice and moist. I don't like saying moist, but you know what I mean. Keep them nice and healthy. These are the finished nails. They look so pretty. Thank you all for watching, and please like and subscribe. Bye!